into is how to do breakfalls, how to do rolls, all right, if an attacker, all right, was to throw you to the ground. So some of the things that you might be faced with, as an example, I'll just demonstrate for you some of these types of throws and techniques. So you'll notice with my training opponent, all right, here, he was doing a breakfall and he was doing a roll. So it was either a left forward shoulder roll or a right forward shoulder roll or a left side breakfall or a right side breakfall, or he'll need to do a forward breakfall if he's pushed from behind, or he'll need to do a rear breakfall if he's pushed from the front. And then he needs to know how to regain his feet. Okay? So, all right, do a side breakfall, right side, please. Go. Now, just moving in here, you look at the position that my training partner is in. You'll notice that his neck and his head are off the ground. His chin is to his chest and he's looking through his belt buckle, through his crutch. His hand that hasn't struck the ground is to his chest. Later on he can easily adopt a guard position. His arm here is a straight line at 45 degrees. A common fault, people do this. You put too much pressure onto your shoulder. So you have to ensure that you've got an angle of 40 to 35 degrees here. Now, the leg that is in contact with the ground, he has a bend in that. You'll notice he's flat-footed, or he'll be on the ball of his foot with his other leg. What this does is it takes the energy out from his hips. Alright, you'll notice he's not on the flat of his back. If he hits the ground hard on the flat of his back, it will knock the wind out of his lungs. So what he's done is tried to reduce, alright, his profile onto the ground. Now, if you have your legs too close, what will happen when you hit the ground, you'll slap together, all right, and you'll damage your groin region. So what we actually want to do is have this wide so that we can dissipate as much energy as we can from that side breakfall. All right, so stand up, please. All right, now we're going to do a left side breakfall because he just executed a right side breakfall in your own time. Go. Okay. So, once again, look at the position of the feet, groin is open, okay, his hands are here, and he's at 45 degrees, his head is off the ground, and he's looking straight through to his belt buckle. Now, how do we get to a defensive position from here? Assume the ground defensive position? Okay, notice how he follows me. He uses his rear leg, alright, to give himself momentum, his right leg kick with your above leg. Alright, he's in a position ready to strike me. So he can kick me, alright? Now, if I change direction, so does he. His top leg now becomes his bottom leg. Alright, he can kick out. If he wants to move, alright, I'm moving from here. Alright, if I try to come in high above him, he just simply checks it. Okay, he's protecting his head. If I do get behind him, alright, he can cover, alright, and he can protect his head. As I come in, he will roll towards me. Look at this. Now look at these positions here. He's trapped my bottom leg. Alright, he can try to entangle me here, or he can just decide to kick me into a vulnerable part of the body. Alright, and from this area he can grab me. Alright, he's got me. Alright, and now what he can do is move into your bottom leg, push it out please. He can take me to the ground. Alright, and we start to go into a grapple lock position. Thank you. So, how do we get to this? How do we actually move to this position? Stand up, please. Alright, now go to a squat position. Arms across your chest. When we first learned how to do a side breakfall, alright, we start off from the squat position because we're not so high. Alright, now we're going to do a left side position. So what happens is, his left leg will come out across him, his left hand will come up high, and he'll hit the ground. And he's into that position. Remember these points that I'm about to bring out. Okay? Bottom leg is in contact with the ground. There is a bend in the knee. The arm is at 45 degrees. The chin is to the chest. You're looking forward to your belt buckle between your legs. Your other hand is towards your chest. You're on your side. Your head is off the ground. Your hips are separated. These are little catchwords that you need to use in the back of your brain all the time. Stand up. Left side breakfall. Go. Up. Right side breakfall. Go. Now you notice, all he does is he puts that leg forward, the arm comes through, and he strikes the mat. Here's our positioning here. Alright, and he's in that nice strong position. Stand up please, full length. Now, when we do from a standing position, it's exactly the same. All we're simply doing is the leg comes across, the hand comes up, and we hit the ground. Go. Notice he's in exactly the same position. He's on the side, alright, his back's not onto the ground, alright, his hands to his chest, his chin's to his chest, he's looking through his belt, through his crutch, alright, his head is off the mat, the arm's at 40 degrees, he has a bend with the lower leg, alright, he's on the ball of his foot, okay, and he is in a very strong position. Okay, stand up please. Alright, the next video, what we will actually go through is we'll do the same for a rear backwards breakfall and then a rear roll out of that breakfall. And we'll also show you how to do a forward breakfall. Then we'll move on to some rolls and other techniques as well. Practice this, see how you go. Look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.